Hello, welcome back to Assetto Corsa. Thank you very much for joining me in this video, and today I'm going to be showing you another mod, another brand new mod. This one is actually sort of an extension of the Good Bad Weather mod, or an update, or a new version of it, or whatever you want to call it, but it is very different. It's called the Sol mod, made by the same creator, and what it does is it allows us to have dynamic weather and a full 24-hour weather cycle and system, which means they actually have the moon coming up, we've got the sun, changes shape, changes size, we have time of day, we have date in the year, so we can actually set things to be a certain date and it will work it out. And as you can see, if we go to mods, I've got all the Sol ones now enabled. Those are all the different types of weather that we can have in the Sol, and we can though I haven't done it yet, we can set up dynamic weather, so as a race goes on, the weather will change, which is really awesome. It just brings a whole new dimension, a whole new meaning to Assetto Corsa. But what we are going to do, or what I'm going to do in this video, is I'm going to set up one of them. So I've got few clouds at the moment. I'm just thinking, what should I use? Windy could be a nice one, but I think few clouds is probably the best one to go for. But as you can see, we've got all of this. I have set it up in summer, so let's go back to few clouds. I've set it up in summer, and I'm using the skin pack that I showed you guys in the last video. So I'm using the summer Deems Summer Skin Pack. We're going to be at Donington Park, and we are going to be racing the Lotus 311. So make sure you stay tuned to see how this pans out and how well this goes. We should get a full day-night cycle in this. We're starting at 0700. We should go through the entire day, definitely into the night. I'm hoping we get to see a sunrise again. I'm not exactly sure. And also I'm going to start slightly further back on the grid. You can see my settings at the moment. So we've got 95 to 98%. I only do that when I don't know the car, and at the moment I don't know this car at all. So generally I would have that just slightly higher, but still, that's pretty good. And the aggression I have put down, because I was finding them, I think on Twitch, they were a little bit too aggressive at some point. So I'm just playing around with the aggression just a little bit. Anyway, let's bring the wind down also a bit, but let's give it a bit like that. There we go. Nice standard breezy day. Like that, northeast, and here we go. We are ready to go. I'll bring the temperature to about 17 degrees, and let's get started. Okay, here we go. Pretty much ready to get this running. Let me start before I talk. Okay, about 50 kilograms of fuel on board this car. I don't know how much it's supposed to take, so it's going to be very interesting. I think I'm heavier than all the cars here, but I want to make sure that I do get through this race without running out of fuel, and I haven't done any real practice before. The time is 7 o'clock in the morning, and we should have a 60... I think we should have this progressing at 60 times, or something like that, so we should have an hour a minute. I should have put on the time of day app so that you guys could see it progressing, but a bit too late now. I'll see if I can do it on the straight. If I can do it on the back straight, then I'll try that. Get the mouse moved to the right location. Okay, let's have a look. Not happening. Not happening. There it is. Oh, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. I thought it was 7 o'clock in the morning. Must have got that. I must have set the time wrong. Right, I'll move that in a minute too. Don't worry. Huh, I thought it was 7. Oops. My mistake. pop that down there. There we go. That way it can be seen. It's not too much in anybody's way. Well, it didn't take 3 minutes to get to this point, did it? I don't think it did. Unless it was all the setup that I did before, it probably counted from there. Or something, I don't know. Clearly I've done something. Right, time to get used to this track again. Because this is it's a really nice track, but you do have to get used to it. For example, you don't make a mistake there. I've really got to catch up to these guys in front. There we go. Come on. And with no traction control, you do have to be a little bit careful. I think this car's got 420 bhp, so you do have to be just a little careful with no traction control. I am pulling away from the guys behind, so that's a good sign. And as you can see, it's 10 o'clock in the morning. It's really nice and bright now. Nice summer's day. The weather looks lovely. The driving, it's very nice. Very realistic too. And that's obviously coupled with the Deemed Summer Pack to make it look more realistic in terms of the grass textures and the colours and things like that. I need to be able to cut this a little bit better. I don't think we're going to get the full 24 hours out of this though. Just looking at the lap times, trying to work it out. Move that to the bottom. Actually, we might, given that I'm just looking at what his next lap time is. He had a 3 minute 15. Is that seriously the lap time? No way. That doesn't seem right, is it? No, that's how far we've gone through the race. So it's not 6:48. Yeah, it is 4 minutes 49. Oh, that's bad. That means we're definitely not going to get the entire... Oh, we're not going to get the entire 24-hour cycle. That's a shame. But as you can see, it's now midday and everything's really bright and lit up. It looks really quite lovely. Everyone's starting to split up a little bit now. I've got to try and catch up. I've also managed to lose the guy that was on my tail, but I am losing the person that I am following at the same time, so that's not helping. I do like this car actually. It does take a little bit of getting used to. There we go. Pretty similar lap times to the last one. I hate that downshift protection though, but it's probably there to help me because I don't know this car all too well. About 0.2 of a second off. I'm catching up here. Made up a little bit of time there. I could clearly go faster through it all. I don't know why I braked so early there. I guess without another car to follow and still not used to this car, only having done a few laps in it, it does make it interesting. Sliding just a tiny amount there. Definitely picking up the pace. But really, I'm just looking outside more. I know I'm racing, but I'm more looking at the sky. I'm looking at the clouds. I'm watching the colours changing. That's the other thing. I'm really watching the colours change. That looks really nice. I mean, I can already see the colours starting to change. Now, as we get to about 9 o'clock, we should start seeing this. We should start seeing the sun going down as we get to around the 8:30, 9 o'clock mark. Because I think that's when the sun goes down. I think about 8:30 at this time of year. That's I've set, which is August. If I remember correctly, that's when it goes down. Nobody seems to be going faster than they were, so that's a good sign. In fact, I'm about half a second down off my time. 1 minute 36. Okay, I really need to figure out where the gears are on this car. That's a bit faster through that. Maybe I can carry a little bit more speed through this sort of complex, this section here. Yes and no, that was not great. Missed the apex there. That there's better though. That's quite a lot better, I think. Still losing the guy in front. Those lot are gone. But I mean, that's a good thing. What's the point of racing if these lot are, if you're overtaking them all? You really have to try and push yourself to overtake them. If you don't push yourself, then there's no point really racing. But as you can see, the sun's starting to get a little bit lower in the sky. We might start seeing a few shadows cropping up once again. Again, half a second down. Losing time in that last... Right, this is a bit better on the brakes. Still very slow through this section. Bits better. Grab that apex right out there, in here, and then on the brakes. It's going to get interesting when it comes to night. So now we're about 5:30. I'm starting to get used to this, but the moment it becomes night, everything's going to change, and you can see the sun starting to come down now. I hope I don't run out of fuel. Oh, I've got loads of fuel. I've definitely overfueled. That was terrible. That was really terrible. Although that was a lot better to come out. Right. Anything we can do here? Nope. Shouldn't have touched that, but as you can see, look at the shadows now. Start to come up. As it's 7 o'clock, the sun is starting to go down. Lights should start coming on soon for us. I don't think we've got lights available at the track, but that is starting. You can clearly see what's happening now, and I'll certainly start looking at switching my lights on in a moment, and so should the AI. Oh, that's beautiful. In fact, I've got my lights on now. I think it's about time we put those lights on, and you'll see lap times are definitely going to slow down when it gets to night. And had I had this in VR, I think I would have been somewhat dazzled right now. Next time we go around, it is going to be dark. 8 o'clock. And the chances of me going off and crashing are now a lot higher. And you can see the AI have switched their lights on as well. As the sun completely fades away. We should see the moon come up, I'm hoping. Of course, do bear in mind that this is 60 times, so... Oh my word, this is... Okay. Well, this is a little bit scary. I've never driven Donington at night. There's the moon. I don't know what to expect. Just got to hit my marks, remember where to drive. Drive more on instinct now. Try to remember where I'm supposed to be hitting the brakes. This is very realistic. And there we go, we've sort of lost all our peripheral vision as such. And I've started by running wide. There it goes. It started happening. I can see a car in my mirrors, but I can just see it in the mirrors as lights, and that's it. And I can see the lights up ahead. This is insane now. Now let's see if I can go any faster as the stars now come out too. There's no way I'm going faster in this. And remember, it's not perfect, it's still being worked on, things are still improving. There is no way I'm going faster in this. I would say that the AI are going to absolutely demolish me now. Because I just cannot see. Alright, time to drive. Definitely driving on instincts now. Okay. And apparently the stars are also in their correct location, so there is that as well. That guy behind me, whoever it is, he's got a lot quicker. Did someone overtake somebody else? Because that guy behind is really catching up. Either that or I have really slowed down because I have no idea where I'm supposed to be driving now. I think I've really slowed down. I'm lapping over a second slower. And that goes to show how much being able to see things has an effect on what you're doing. Although that turn-in was a little quicker. I am still trying my best to sort of... Oop, I had to dab the brakes there. Went way too wide. Couldn't see the other side, and then sort of... I just saw the rumble strip getting closer and closer. But now I'm being spurred on by the fact that there is a car chasing me, and I'd really love to hold on to the 7th position. Seven is a good number for me at times. I used to run with car number 7 at times. I used to run with either car 7, 10 or 23. Generally used to be the cars I used to run with in titles like Gran Turismo, anything that I could put numbers on. That's what I used to run with. Now if I had to run again, I would run with number 23. That would be my number. Oh, leader's already on his final lap. Well, we've gone into the night. It's actually past midnight now, and as you can see, because it's the UK and it's summer, it hasn't gone completely dark. So I guess I am going to hold 7th place after all, maybe. But yes, everything's dark, but it's not absolutely completely pitch black. And that is very reminiscent of the UK. That's what we get in the UK. Okay. Just not happening. Not happening. I was kind of hoping we'd get to about 4 in the morning, but unfortunately we're not going to get to 4 in the morning. Completely alright though. I'm going to sort of ease through the rest of this lap now. I know there's a car behind me. I can even hear him now. Just a very faint noise, but I'm going to ease through the rest of this lap. Maybe hoping for about 2 o'clock. We've got to about 2 o'clock in the morning. Should start seeing some amount of light somewhere. Normally around 3 o'clock is where we should get the lights. I mean, the clouds haven't completely disappeared either, so there is that. There's that guy, really close on me. I'll sort of let him catch up. And in letting him catch up, you can sort of see the lights in the mirrors, and that's all you can see, which is really awesome. You sort of lose all that sense of who is it, what car is it, what's going on, and you end up with just this. That's a checkered flag, 7th place. That's impressive. That's different. That's really different. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to end it there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. That's just a first look at this wonderful new mod that works with the shader system in Assetto Corsa, the new, the upgraded shaded system, and all those other kinds of mods that these people have been creating. Fantastic job by everyone who's been working to create all this and put it all together. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button if you like this video, subscribe to the channel for more videos on Assetto Corsa. Leave a comment in the comments box below letting me know what you think. Don't forget to support me on Patreon, www.patreon.com/ecgadget. Your support would be massively appreciated. It would really help me out. Also, you can find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/ecgadget. And you can find me on social media at ecgadgetlp for both Twitter and Instagram. Now you can see there that I was quite slow. I do need to improve my lap times. I should have been, I think, in the early 134s, or yeah, I should have been in the low 134s. But not too bad, not too bad. I think as I started getting used to it, it got dark, which just changed everything, which is amazing, absolutely amazing. Something you never thought you'd have in Assetto Corsa, but now we actually have it. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed that, and I'll see you guys next time, hopefully in another video, maybe a race, maybe a mod, maybe even a stream on Twitch of Assetto Corsa.